Was geht ab, YouTube? Ich bin's wieder und wir reagieren heute auf das Video Flipping Cars Until I Can Afford My Dream Car. Titel sehr, sehr interessant. Ich habe gedacht, wir gucken einfach mal rein. Wird bestimmt interessant werden.
I just bought this 1999 C5 Corvette with only 50,000 original miles on it for an absolute steal. And I'm gonna fix it up and sell it for a profit. But how did I even get here? So I just found a 1999 Corvette. It's light
Okay, 15k. Eine Corvette.
blue, it has 50,000 miles and it's a manual. And the guy only wants 15,500 for it. That already is a pretty good steal, seeing that these things go easily for like 18k. I messaged him. And the only thing wrong with this is the title is owned by a bank. And I feel like most people don't really want to go through the hassle of having to go to the bank, get the title released. Now, I like to negotiate with people in person, but this guy lives in New York. I live in Pennsylvania. So this would be like over a 3-hour drive to get this car. So I didn't feel like driving all the way there to negotiate and then just get hit with no. So I hit him with an offer.
Wollte also ein bisschen verhandeln, aber dadurch, dass es so weit weg ist.
For 13.5 and
I will leave my house right now. It's a 3-hour drive. I had another guy blow me off, so I have cash on me and I can buy today. Okay. Also er hatte nur 13,5 Cash.
Come and get it tomorrow. And let's just say, we're going to get a car tomorrow. I'm so nervous. I don't even know why I'm so anxious. I mean, it's probably because I'm spending more money than I've ever spent in my entire life on something, but I really shouldn't be. Like, I know that I'm getting this for a good deal. I have a method that I'm gonna use to make this car like showroom condition. I'm really excited to do it, but I mean, I gotta get this car first. And since I couldn't decide if I wanted to actually put almost $14,000 into
Ich auch Schiss, wenn ich irgendwie so sau viel investiere und dann am Ende ist es einfach wertlos oder so. Und man hat einfach nur diesen Gegenstand und der ist am Ende wertlos. Das wird wirklich nur in Sachen investieren, wo ich wirklich mich auskenne.
I left it up to fate. If I make a strike, I will buy the car.
Let's go. That's strike.
Oh no. Well, see you tomorrow.
Okay, was ist das für ein Klingelton?
Alright, let's do this thing.
Okay, ich fährt jetzt mit dem anderen dahin, das abzuholen halt.
Alright, so we're currently stopped outside of a gas station right outside the New York and Pennsylvania border. I am so nervous right now. I don't know why. Oh, jeez. 1 minute away. Oh my gosh, my heart is racing. I don't see a Corvette yet.
Is this it?
Yeah, this is it. Serve you. Is he here? Are we getting ghosted?
No, I'll take a lap. I'll take a lap. Well, you gotta think.
Das muss aber auch so ein geiles Gefühl sein.
You said 10:45.
True, we are here at 10:44. No vet signs.
Nothing yet.
Oh jeez, dude, is he not gonna be here? Oh dude, he's not here.
Dude, we got here perfectly on time. He could have just got here a little late.
True, he's probably pulling up now. I hope. Thankfully, I saw him pulling up, so I didn't get baited. The guy was super nice and honest about everything. Looking around the car, seriously, I couldn't find a single scratch. This thing looked like it was garage kept its whole life.
He's getting in the vet.
Für 13,5 stark.
Dude, this thing is sweet. Like, that is a clean vet. Like, that's bone stock to me. I mean, that's absurd.
We then took it for a drive. He drove because, honestly, I haven't driven stick in a really long time, so I'd probably just embarrass myself. I made sure we ran through all the gears. I didn't hear any noises, and it seemed like it drove pretty good. The only thing that didn't work was the AC, but besides that, the car had no issues. I was thinking if I wanted to offer him less than 13.5, even if it's just 100 less to save some money, but honestly, I would almost feel bad going any lower for how good the condition was, so I told him I would buy it. We then did the paperwork and signed the car over into my name. I've never done this before because in Pennsylvania, you just go to a notary and they do it for you. But this guy seemed like he knew what I was doing, so I just signed where I needed to sign. We went into the bank to get the title released, and I handed him the cash. So the guy just left. We signed the title over to me. I just got this car for $13,500. But there's no plates on it. And I have no way to drive it home because we're in New York. And I live in Pennsylvania. Now the process is kind of complicated, I'm not gonna lie. So we have to drive back to PA, register it back in PA, then drive all the way back here, get the car, and then we're gonna drive it back home. Sound good? Alright, so we're driving to the notary now. It should be as simple as just walking in, giving them the title, and they should be able to give me a plate that I can legally drive the car home. But the one thing I want to say is here's a life lesson, is just always be nice to people. This guy told me that he had like 90 people message him instantly, but they were all like kind of like sketchy. They were like arguing about like the price and all that stuff. And I just came in and I was really nice about it. And he told me he had higher offers, but he ended up going with me because I was nice and seemed like a personable person. Personable. PP. A PP. This notary was in the middle of absolutely nowhere, but we were in and out fast, and that's all that matters.
The first unlock as a new Corvette owner.
Wow.
Let's see if he forgot how to drive a manual. Did he stall? He low-key might have stalled.
Aber hä, für den an der Hinter das Kennzeichen. Aber vorne nicht. Ist da vorne nicht auch ein Kennzeichen?
The boy did it. I got a question.
I totally didn't stall.
I was gonna ask, did you stall when you were back there?
Am I far enough back?
You got about 7 feet.
Und das will jetzt flippen.
There you go. You're learning.
It's like I've never driven stick before.
Alright, so we've been driving for a while now, and honestly, I don't feel like driving 4.5 hours back right now. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna hit up a golf course. Obviously, not dressed in golf attire, so there's a thrift store across the street we're gonna hit up. Hopefully find something good. I think this is the one. Is this the one? Come play a hole with me as the #1 golfer in America. I pipe my driver dead straight 520 feet just shy of the green, which leaves me with a very easy approach shot. Put it right next to the pin, and that's a tap in for an eagle. See you next time. Alright, 3.5 hour drive home. I really hope that this car makes it there.
Und wenn nicht, ist er am Arsch. Der hat einfach mal 3,5 Kilo gewesen.
And I gotta admit, that was a really fun drive home, but all good things come to an end because I ran into my first problem. It just started raining. It wasn't that big of a deal. I just needed to put the top back on so that I wouldn't get soaked, and then we were good to go. And without further ado, I just bought a C5 Corvette. And now we're finally home with the car, but how did I get it for such a good deal if it's actually worth $18,000? I wish I could tell you I'm just like a master negotiator, but honestly, sometimes when you're flipping items, you just get lucky. You find somebody who just wants to clear up some garage space or is looking to upgrade for another car and just wants cash fast, and that's exactly what I came and did. So what do we have to do before we sell this car? So let's start out with the pros. The paint is in amazing condition. I literally can only find like one scratch on it. The wheels are free of curb rash and the tires have lots of tread. There's no lights on the dash, and it only has 50,000 original miles. It's got an aftermarket radio, and most importantly, it's a manual. Now for the cons. This license plate thing in the front is pretty ugly. The AC doesn't work. The exhaust is kind of quiet, and I low-key want to throw on a louder one. But besides that, nothing is really wrong with the car. So now all we gotta do is clean it up and make this car look like it just rolled off the lot. And I'm gonna do that by using this ceramic coating. Using the Avalon King shampoo, I washed the car to get rid of all dirt and oils that were on it to prepare it for the ceramic coating. I then dried off the car, making sure to get rid of any dirt or grime.
Was macht mit dem Auto? Was macht damit? Ich bin gespannt.
Left after wash.
Ich kenn mich da gar nicht aus.
Using the applicator pad they give you, you just put a bunch of drops onto it and start applying it to the car. The paint on this car was already in great condition, so I didn't need to compound and polish beforehand, so I just went straight into the ceramic coating. First, I use vertical stripes to apply it on, and it's really as easy as just rubbing it on, waiting a minute or two, and then wiping it off. I then did the exact same thing, except with horizontal stripes, waited a minute, and then wiped it off. Not only does this make your car shine like crazy, it acts as a protective layer above your paint. If you zoom into what your paint actually looks like by 100 times, you can see that it's actually a pretty jagged surface. Over time as you drive, dirt builds up and sticks inside of those imperfections. Now when you apply ceramic coating, it seals off all the pores, acting as a shield so dirt has nothing to stick to and is just repelled off. And not only that, but it acts as a sacrificial barrier to scratches so your car's paint doesn't actually get damaged. For the previous scratches on your car, like the scratch on the back fender here, all I did was just apply some ceramic coating and it's literally completely gone. Or the area under the door handle, which gets scratched very easily. Same thing, just wipe it on and it goes away. And you can put this stuff on your entire car. My favorite part about this is the trim pieces. Same Same exact process, you just apply it on and the plastics get so dark and new looking. And not only that, ceramic coatings are extremely hydrophobic, meaning water just beads right off. This is what happens to my Civic, which is not ceramic coated. Water just stays puddled onto it and it's gonna create watermarks, whereas on the ceramic coated Corvette, the water will just streak off. I then did the windshield and same thing here. Here's my Civic, ugh, not good. And here's the Corvette. I probably don't even need windshield wipers now. And it's not only good for cars, it's good for other things like showers, lawn chairs, your favorite sculpture.
Digga, macht ihr da Werbung oder?
Bike!
And
Now the car is completely ceramic coated.
And looking how this turned out, seriously, it's a no-brainer to use this stuff. I put the link in the description to where you can get this, and if you use code Doug25, you can get 25% off your order. I highly recommend it. Anyways, now that the paint looks good, it's time to move on to the wheels. This is my favorite part in cleaning a car because of how crazy of a difference it made. I just sprayed on some wheel cleaner, worked it in with a brush, being sure to get everywhere. These tires were pretty dirty too, so I used a tire cleaning spray and worked it in with that same brush. I then washed all of it off and dried it. I then shined the tires, and honestly, this can make even an ugly car look brand new. And finally, I coated it with that same ceramic coating, which helps protect the wheels from rock chips and also makes them just look good. And this turned out amazing. I then did the same for
Nochmal gucken.
protect the wheels from rock chips and also makes them just look good. And this
Okay, das ist wahrscheinlich vorher, weil man scheint, oder? Ja doch, es muss vorher sein.
turned out amazing.
Das ist nachher.
I then did the same for all the other wheels. The one thing I will say though is, although the tire shine makes the car look good, when spraying it on, be careful not to get too much on the actual grippy part of the tire, because this stuff is slippery and you might end up off the road. I would show you the rest of these wheel cleanings, but my camera died. I then briefly cleaned the engine bay. I didn't go crazy because I didn't want to damage anything with too much water, but I would say it made a pretty big difference. And lastly, I started to clean the damage anything with too much water, but I would
Vorher, man sieht schon auf jeden Fall, dass da viel so Dreck und so weiter ist.
say it made a pretty
Boah, krass. Crazy. Das macht wirklich schon einen großen Unterschied.
big difference. And lastly, I started to clean the interior. As I was doing this, these two guys came up to me and complimented the car.
Yeah, I got it 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But then he informed me I was doing something wrong.
All right, wait a second. You can't do what you're doing.
What?
What do you say that?
Polishing up a vet wearing a Ford Mustang shirt?
Whoops. If you buy a Corvette for the female attention, I'm sorry to tell you this, that's just
Ich dachte, jetzt kommt irgendeine richtig kranke Weisheit.
not how it works. This car is a middle-aged dude magnet. Anyways, I vacuumed the carpets in the driver's side, the passenger side, and the trunk, cleaned both door panels, and genuinely just wiped down everything. These results came out so
Ja, innen muss, wenn man innen sauber macht, ist wirklich clean.
good, and I'm so happy with this. And now that the car is clean,
Stark.
now it's usually at this point where I pull out the Doug DeMero reference.
This is a
And do my car review for the Corvette. If you're just joining us now, I am flipping cars until I can afford my dream car. So far, we have bought 2 different cars, a 350Z and a BMW Z3, and my dream car is another 350Z. And you're probably thinking that the C5 is a lot better than getting a 350Z, and I'll explain my take in a second, but I went out to go and film this segment, I grabbed the scoreboard, put the key in the ignition, and the car didn't start. Oh no, it doesn't start one time. Surely it'll start the next time.
Boah,
It didn't start again.
das ist krank.
And then I got really worried. I tried like 8 different times and it just would not start. Now, I'm not that mechanically inclined, but I do know that when you turn the key to the run position, you should hear the fuel pump prime. It usually sounds like this. When I was turning it to the run position, I didn't hear anything. At this point, I'm freaking out. I'm already watching tutorials on how to install a new fuel pump. I'm thinking that mine is absolute toast. After like an hour of trying to start this car, I gave up. I had the top off because I was cleaning the interior and it was really hot, so I put the top back on just in case it rained. But when I went to roll the windows up, I turned the car on and the fuel pump engaged. So then I tried starting the car again.
Okay.
I put the roof back on, and then it starts. What?
I'm just as confused as you are. I have no idea why it did that. So I decided there's only one way to figure out if the roof is what's causing my car to not start. So we are gonna run a test, an experiment, if you will. My hypothesis is that as soon as I go down to this car, I will hear the fuel pump prime. We're gonna take it for a quick drive after it starts, and before I shut the car off, I'm gonna take the top off. If I turn the key to on and I don't hear the fuel pump prime, then we will know that this is the issue. I'm praying that this is the issue, because I've been watching videos all day on how to replace a fuel pump, and honestly, I don't want to do it. So let's try it. All right, here we go. Top is in fact on. Key in the ignition. Hear the fuel pump prime, so it should start. Perfectly. Door ajar. Now I'm gonna take the top off and go for a drive. All right, let's go for a drive.
Aber wirklich
Drive perfect.
sehr, sehr geiles Auto, ne? Muss man schon sagen.
Perfectly fine.
Auch hier
All right,
innen, wie es
I just
innen
got
aussieht,
back,
ne?
so I'm gonna fiddle with the car a little bit. That's what I did earlier. Just open and close doors. Maybe I'll do it twice. You know what, let's do it 3 times. Lock it, try and open it, unlock it, open it. Now, let's see if the fuel pump primes. Well, it did. It's been a little bit of time. Let's see if it starts up.
Geht.
I don't know, man. If anybody knows more about this, please let me know in the comments, because I'm lost. But anyways, now it's time for
This
is a 1999 Chevy Corvette, and it's just about the best performance car bargain in existence.
Stilvoll, modern und 100% ergonomisch. Mit diesem Bürostuhl arbeitest du sofort entspannter und
All right, you guys already know the drill. We have the scoreboard here currently with the 350Z sitting in first at 21 out of 30, and the BMW closely following at 20 out of 30. But where does the Corvette stand? Starting with category 1, fun factor. This car is so much fun to drive, and it has plenty of horsepower, almost 340. That is more than enough to have fun in my opinion, especially with the 6-speed manual. It is so fun to drive. The only thing that I would change is the sound of the car. Like, you can hear it, but it's so quiet. I'm used to driving stick on a loud car, and I like being able to hear the RPMs. And with this one, like, yes, you can hear it, but not really if you're playing music. So I find it a little bit harder to shift because I like to use the sound rather than looking at the gauges. But that is a very minor issue, so we're gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And we can change that, by the way. Category number 2, looks. I love the pop-up look. I don't know why, but there's something about pop-up headlights that just get me. I love them so much. The color and paint just look absolutely amazing. The wheels, after I clean them, shine like crazy, and honestly, I would say this car is next to showroom condition. Well, it was almost showroom condition until I let my friend drive it. I was excited I got this car and I wanted to show people, and one of my friends knows how to drive stick, and he actually taught me how to drive stick. So I was like, you know what? I trust this guy. Let's let him drive it. We took it out for a drive. It was so fun, completely smooth. I was feeling really good about my decision to let this guy drive. And then we came up onto a turn and he took it a little too fast. Back end kicked out completely, and he saved it. It was a crazy drift. And then he curbed it while he parked it. And with that, I'm gonna give the car an 8. Now the curb rash isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. At first in that picture, I was like, oh my gosh, like I gotta get a new wheel. But after I cleaned it up, it doesn't look that bad. I still wanna try and see if I can restore it to be completely perfect. So in a little bit, I'm gonna be going to buy a pretty cheap wheel off Facebook Marketplace, and I'm gonna see if I can learn how to restore it through that. But anyways, moving on to the next category, which is the overall category. Overall, I mean, it's a really great car. The drive was so fun, it's so smooth. You can't go wrong with a Corvette, simple as that. But I'm not gonna lie, the fact that the fuel pump isn't coming on because of the roof, that kind of, I don't know how to feel about that. I did some research and I found out that it's most likely the car's security system. What it does is if it thinks it's like the car is gonna get stolen, or like if it's in like danger or something, it cuts connection to the fuel pump from starting. So there's actually nothing wrong with the fuel pump. It's just the system thinking that I'm like trying to break into my own car. There's sensors connected to the roof. I don't know how it works, and so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. So in the new one spot with a score of 23 out of 30 is the C5 Corvette. But you're probably thinking, if the C5 just overtook the 350Z and the 350Z is my dream car, why? If that first car I bought was a manual, I probably would have rated it a 30 out of 30. I'm not gonna lie. So although the Corvette is really cool, I'd still rather have a 350Z. All right, now I gotta go pick up this wheel.
Right, exactly. I don't care how it is. I didn't either.
You know, I'm buying this wheel to actually help, because one of my friends curbed the wheels of my car. And I need to learn how to fix a curb rash.
Oh, okay. Should be a good deal. Thanks for helping out.
So we just picked up this wheel. It's honestly in really good condition, which is bad because I want to fix the curb rash on it. So we're gonna make it worse. Now let's assess the damages. Not enough.
Warte, was hat... Warum macht er das jetzt kaputt?
I want to fix the curb rash on it, so we're gonna make it worse. It's honestly in really good condition, which is bad because I want to fix the curb rash on it. So we're gonna make it worse.
Okay, aus irgendeinem Grund will das kaputt machen. Keine Ahnung.
Now let's assess the damages. Not enough. Alright, I think that's good.
Can I get it first, Reese?
You want to go? Okay. Oh yeah, that's what we need right there. All right, I think that's good.
Yo, you forgot your wheel.
Now, I would say this is a pretty accurate representation of what my friend did to the wheel. I'm gonna try and fix this tomorrow, but first, somebody's coming to look at the BMW. And so, this is my car collection as of now, but it's
Okay, die zwei hat er jetzt aktuell.
not staying like this for long because I have a lady coming to look at the Beamer right now. If you're new here and you haven't watched the other episodes of this series, be sure to watch it because I'm about to spoil what happens to the BMW. I'll link the first video up here, but I'm gonna try and record this using a hidden camera. The hidden camera setup didn't really last that long, I'm not gonna lie. When we took it for a drive, we just parked it in the driveway and literally had no use for the camera. She really liked the car, we inspected most things, and it all passed for her. The car drove perfectly good on the test drive, and we agreed to sell it for $6,000. But there was one specific request she wanted, and it was to get a ride in the Corvette. So I drove her to the notary in the Corvette, we signed the title over to my name. She came by herself and she wanted to get the car towed, but for some reason, the towing company took like 4 hours to come. So I literally just sat there and talked to her the entire time. She was so nice. And now that all of that's done, let's go to the second ever price breakdown. So we bought this car for $3,500. We paid $270 in registration fees, and then $52 in car cleaning supplies, and then $80 in painting supplies. And lastly, we spent $50 for buying the AC refrigerant. And that comes out to a total of $3,952 spent. And we sold the car for $6,000, which comes out to a total profit $2,048. Now hourly, what does this come out to? So we spent a lot of time on this car. I spent 6 hours compound polishing and waxing the car, spent another 7 hours sanding and painting it, only like an hour driving it, fixing the AC another hour, and we'll add another 2 just for miscellaneous. 4, 10. So that comes out to 17 hours worked, coming out to $120 per hour. And just like that, now we're at over $4,000 in profit going towards my dream
irgendwo parken können.
car. I really can't believe it's going this
Man
fast.
hat auch das Risiko, dass das Auto irgendwie kaputt geht oder so. Man hat schon auch Risiken.
My original goal was like a
vergessen.
$10,000 Z. I don't know, I'm trying to find the cleanest one as possible, so it's not a complete set goal of $10,000. I might and probably will go over that price. In the next video, I'm not gonna lie, it being too quiet is getting to me and I need to throw an exhaust on it, and we have a lot left to do. Unfortunately, this car has the same title problem as my last one, and I'm gonna have to wait a long time to get it. But honestly, I can think of a lot of other things that are worse than being stuck with a Corvette. But with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay. Aber gut, sehr, sehr geiles Video. Ich lasse da auf jeden Fall mal ein Like da. Der wird auch mit seinem YouTube, der wird da ordentlich was verdienen. Der macht halt diese Flipping-Videos. Aber sehr, sehr cool. Sehr, 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 sehr interessanter Channel.